Prior to European settlement, the land around Unley was inhabited by the Ghana people and was mainly scrub and marshland. The land which became the core of Unley was covered in eucalyptus woodland and river red gums growing thickly along the major creeks and watercourses. Remnants of this past flora and fauna can now be seen in Hayward Park. The area that forms the city of Unley was first settled in 1840. Small villages developed around Unley, including Goodwood, Parkside, and Fullerton. In 1871, Unley reached a population of 2,000 people and separated from Mitcham to become a township in its own right. By 1906, the population had grown to 22,000 people, and the corporate town of Unley became a city, the second suburban city in Adelaide after Port Adelaide. Thomas Whistler was one of the first European landowners. He is credited with forming and naming the village of Unley, supposedly after a hamlet near his hometown Underley, as well as Unley's first streets, Arthur, Mary, and Thomas, named after his children. Whistler lived near the Brownhill Creek, where Hayward Park is today. Around this time, it is purported 34 Mary Street was constructed. It was detailed as a sandstone-fronted symmetrical villa home with blue stone wall exteriors and 5 rooms with feature fireplaces epitomising a polished character home for the 1880s period. It was constructed without electricity or gas. The first gas streetlights were only installed on Unley Road at this time, with electricity only being readily available for homes in the early 1900s. Sanitation was in the form of an outhouse with a porter's lane at the back of the property. The house even withstood the earthquake of 1897 that was so forceful it seriously damaged the original town hall of Unley, which was required to be rebuilt and reopened in 1907. In 2016, 34 Mary Street was purchased in a state of somewhat disrepair. A young local couple with their newborn began the journey of restoring the property to its former glory and beyond. The foundations were reinforced, the horsehair ceilings were replaced, the original fireplaces stripped back, the sash windows reglazed, and the floorboards stripped back to the original glory. When the fireplaces were removed, several items were found including old media licensing, letters back to Mother England detailing the weather and how the television had arrived, some black and white photos of young family members, and a doll that had been placed in a safe hiding spot to never be found. In 2022, the house was listed for sale and sold to the current owners. Jaw-dropping, breathtaking, awe-inspiring, magnificently updated and extended to flawless heights, were to name some of the words from the real estate campaign. This was a testament to the amazing renovation that had been undertaken in restoring this amazing house back to its former glory and will now be continued by the new custodians for future generations.